Hi, I'm Tamika C. Carter, the founder and executive director of the Group Travel Academy and the Group Travel Queen. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now, do you sometimes feel like you're running your travel business like a chicken with his head cut off? Like just accepting clients from anywhere and everywhere and just dealing with a lot of chaos in your business? Well, today I'm going to share with you why you should be aligning your passion and your purpose with your travel business to avoid that. So let's get into it. Hey, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who are new to me, I'm Tamika C. Carter. I'm the founder and the executive director of the Group Travel Academy, where I teach people, travel agents, how to build and grow their travel businesses seamlessly with group travel. So welcome back. Let's jump right into this topic. Now, today, I'm going to be sharing with you why you need to be aligning your purpose and your passion with your group travel business so that you can avoid running your business like a chicken with your head cut off, with tons of chaos, no order, no systems, and just accepting any and everybody who's willing to do business with you. We're going to eliminate that chaos today. Years ago, when I first started my first group travel business, On The Go LLC, I started booking individual travel, and it was difficult for me. I was accepting just anybody who came into my business, anybody who wanted to do business with me. I accepted them as a client. And y'all, I spent hours and hours doing research, looking for travel packages and preparing these extraordinary travel packages for people who were only looking for a cheaper price than they had already found themselves on the internet. How annoying, right? I know you get it. So I eventually branched out into group travel by accident, but fell in love and became absolutely obsessed with group travel. But here's what happened. Even with my group travel business, I started to outgrow it, because I was focusing on music festivals and sporting events. Now, don't get me wrong, I was doing really well in my business. I was taking hundreds of people to music festivals and sporting events at a time. My business was really, really successful. But what was happening was I was growing and my business was growing, but we weren't growing at the same time because music festivals and sporting events just weren't my passion. So while I was growing and developing on the inside, my business was kind of doing something on its own, and it just didn't really seem to align with what I wanted to be doing with my life as I was growing up and getting older. And keep in mind, I was doing this in my late 20s, early 30s. So I was right in that pivotal growing point of really wanting to do something impactful with not only with my business, but with my life as well. But here's one thing that I always knew about myself. I loved entrepreneurship. Y'all, I was a serial entrepreneur from the time that I was like 17 years old. I remember buying like this real estate investment kit only to be disappointed when I couldn't actually buy real estate or tax houses with tax liens or anything like that because you had to be 18 to sign those contracts. But I do remember using my own money from my part-time job to buy that kit because I knew that I wanted to be an entrepreneur. Since then, I've been a serial entrepreneur. I've had so many businesses over the years. And the one that really stuck with me, though, was travel. I knew that I wanted to be in the travel industry, didn't quite know what, and I know that I'm going to be in the travel industry forever, right? Just didn't know in what capacity I was going to be in the travel industry. And moving now into the direction that I am now with coaching and working with travel entrepreneurs, is my passion. I'm passionate about entrepreneurship, and I truly believe, y'all, that my purpose is to help travel professionals just like you to achieve your dreams of having the travel business of your dreams with group travel. Now, I'm able to do that in two different ways. The first way is obviously through the Group Travel Academy, where, like I said, I work with travel professionals just like you every day to help you build and grow the travel business of your dreams. But I also am a travel agent just like you, right? So I have a travel agency of my own called Caribbean Mastermind Retreats. And with Caribbean Mastermind Retreats, I work with entrepreneurs who are business coaches and life coaches just like me. And I help them to coordinate travel to beautiful destinations in the Caribbean where they can take their clients and teach their clients how to fulfill the lives that they want to fulfill their destiny, whether it's through business or through life-changing experiences. So that is another way that I'm able to work with entrepreneurs and to fulfill my passion and my purpose of helping people to build the businesses of their dreams through entrepreneurship and travel. Because I'm able to work with entrepreneurs and I'm able to work in the travel industry, y'all, I love coming to work every day. And coming to work means working from anywhere, whether I'm working in my home office or if I'm working from the beach or from the mountains or from my daughter's track meet, which happens sometimes, right? So I love being able to work from anywhere, and I love coming to work. I love working because I'm fulfilling my passion and my purpose in what I'm doing in my travel business. And I want the same thing for you. I want you to fulfill your passion and your purpose so that you love what you do every single day, so that you're creating transformational experiences for your clients, but also in a way that's impactful for you, so that you're happy in this industry. You're happy coming to work every day, building these transformational packages for your clients, but again, in a way that's impactful and meaningful for you, because it's important. You need to be happy too. So I know the question that you're asking yourself is, Tamika, so how can I make this work for me, right? How can I make sure that my travel business is aligning with what I believe my passion and my purpose is? Right? Tough question, right? I get it, totally. What I recommend that you do is to think about where you spend most of your time. Think about how you impact people, right, in the world. Think about how other people think you impact them. Like, those things are so important to helping us to identify what our purpose is and also what our passion is, right? Because we tend to spend a lot of time on the things that we're passionate about. So let me give you a couple of examples, right? So I am currently working with a client that I've been working with for a couple of years. Love this particular client. And she would come to our group sessions and, or actually, let me change that. She wouldn't come to our group sessions. She would miss them consistently. And she would always email me after and apologize and say, oh, Tamika, I'm so sorry. I missed our coaching session tonight because I had this to do, or I had that to do. And every week that we met, it was the same reason. And the reason was because she was volunteering with her theater group, right? A youth club theater group. And so we talked about this. I met with her privately and we talked about this. And I said, well, you don't have time to grow your business because you're spending so much time with this theater group. And she's like, yeah, I've been volunteering with them for years. And, I really love these kids and I want to be there for them. And, all of these sorts of things. And I said, well, how much volunteering do you do with them? And she told me, and it was quite a bit of time. And then she told me how she put together an annual trip for these kids to go to New York to see a Broadway play. And they would spend like a weekend in New York. And so she already had a little bit of group travel experience in terms of coordinating this trip for these children, right? So in our conversation, I asked her, what if you made this your focal point? Like, this is obviously something you're passionate about, and impacting the lives of these young people seems to me like if it is not your purpose, it's definitely part of your purpose, right? Why wouldn't impacting young people be part of your purpose, right? And so she just had that transformation, and it was an aha moment for her. And she built her business around taking people, or she's building it. She built it, and she's building it currently, taking people to Broadway plays, and not just Broadway plays, but other plays, and whether they are in New York or not, right? And just giving people that exposure and that experience, and young people. And she's preparing to offer these packages to student groups and schools and church groups and things of that nature. And her business is really taking off because she's really building her business around this particular brand that she has created, a brand new brand with an exclusive focus, with groups that are ready to travel with her now, because these people are looking for experiences, right, to be transformational for them. I know that she's working on an experience now for them to go to Broadway, but not only to see a Broadway play, but to experience New York. And guess what, y'all? She has coordinated some special training by a children's acting academy, right? That's going to be available for these young people when they are there on Broadway. It's going to be an amazing experience. And I'm so proud of her, really proud of her. But just think about how something like that could be right under your nose as well, right? I have another client who spent a lot of time, she currently spends a lot of time volunteering with her sorority. Same scenario with her as well. She built her group travel business around her sorority and around sororities and fraternities in general, right? So because that's where she spends a lot of her time, that's where a lot of her focus is in volunteering within that community. She knows their language, she knows how to communicate with them, and she has fun doing it. She loves hanging out with her sorors. So who wouldn't want to go to work every day where you can talk to some of your best friends like every day, all day, right? Maybe you're the person who's really passionate about creating generational experiences through travel and just bringing families together. Maybe it's something that you do for your family currently. Maybe you're always the one who plans your family reunions, right? Well, if that's what you love doing and you're happy doing that, it's something that you do anyway, and you're a natural at it, then why not make it a part of your business? Why not build a group travel business around planning family reunions for families who want generational travel experiences, for people getting together? Y'all, going to work every day doing these kinds of things will make you feel really good about what you're doing, because you're combining your passion and your purpose. And that is so, so important to not only making you want to go to work every day, but if you have to go to work every day, right? Because the goal is to not have to work every day, right? And there are ways to do that. There are systems that you can build in and things of that nature to make all of those things happen. But the goal is to just really be happy with what you're doing, just to be happy in your life, and to not be stressed, to not be overwhelmed, and to just really be doing what you love. And doing what you love means that you're doing what you're passionate about, and you're serving in your purpose. You are serving in your purpose. Now, I know I've talked a lot about purpose and serving in your purpose and things like that. And you may be thinking to yourself, Tamika, I don't know what my purpose is. I haven't figured it out yet. Sometimes I think I'm still figuring it out too. I think I have more than one, actually. I think I have more than one. But if you want some help figuring out what your purpose is, one thing that I recommend that you do is just pick 10 people in your circle, right? 5 to 10 people. If you don't quite have 10, that's okay. But 5 to 10 people in your circle, pick those people, send them an email, and just let them know that you're working on an assignment. You don't have to tell them what it's about. You don't have to tell them that you're trying to identify your purpose or anything like that. Just say you're working on an assignment with a coach, right? And say, I'm trying to figure out how I am most impactful, right? And you can ask them specific questions like, where do you think I impact people the most? How do you think I serve people well? Right? Those are a couple of questions that you can ask. What do you think my purpose is in life? You can ask them that question, because a lot of times people will be able to see that from the outside better than you can see it about yourself, right? So collect those responses and then go through them, and you will be surprised and amazed at just how people think of you. Another thing you can do is just think about how people reach out to you. How do people contact you? When they reach out to you, what do they ask you for? Like, what kind of advice do they ask you about? Because that's how you serve, right? When people reach out to you and they want your opinion and they want your advice, that is how you serve, right? So think about that. That's another way of doing it. And just thinking about how you serve people, and evaluate all of those responses, your thoughts, as well as the feedback that you get by email, and just kind of narrow those down. And those will surely help you to identify what your purpose is, or at least what part of your purpose is, right? Now, as far as passion, what I want you to do here, and I kind of hinted at this before, is just really take some time to think about, where do you spend most of your time? Because I guarantee that this part is right under your nose, right? It's right there under your nose. You're just overthinking it, right? You're just overthinking it. Do you spend a lot of time with your children at their events? There are families and parents and kids, and people want to go places, right? If that is where you spend most of your time. Like the client I spoke about before, are you spending time with friend groups, like with sorority groups and so forth? Are you spending time with youth groups, like the other client that I spoke about? So do you spend a lot of time at church? Are you in a women's ministry? Like, is that where you're spending a lot of your time? So think about those kinds of things as well. And when you put all of that together, that is how you will know what you can focus on in your travel business that really pulls from your passion and your purpose and aligns both of them together, so that you can build the travel business that is the travel business of your dreams, right? That excites you about going to work every day. Okay, now, if you still need some help, we have a resource for you that I want you to check out. You can go to grouptravelacademy.com/quiz, www.grouptravelacademy.com/quiz, and you can take our Dream Travel Biz quiz. It's a fun quiz. It's really quick, and it's going to give you the results that will help you to determine who you should be serving in your travel business. And look, why waste your time researching travel packages all day for people who are looking clients and not booking clients, I call them? And instead, multiply your income and multiply your success with group travel. Do the research once and be done. And look, drop your results in the comments. I want to see. I'm dying to see. So drop your results in the comments. And until then, I'll see you in my next video.